Welcome in, everyone, to more Ticket to Ride here on the Sorcerer Network. I am Sorcerer Matt. We are going to be playing some more, as I said, Ticket to Ride. We're jumping right in. Let's see what we got here. All right, so Los Angeles to Miami, Miami to Los Angeles, or Los Angeles to New York. Yeah, this is perfect right here. This is a perfect start. We have to connect Los Angeles, and then we can just connect New York and Miami. This is about as ideal of a start as we would want. So probably want to try to go this Los Angeles, El Paso to Houston, especially with the red here. That's another route of 6. So that's a lot of points. The other way we could go about this would be to go a little bit through mid-map. That might help us more in the late game to connect up some things. But I like trying for these routes down here. I think there's just too much value. So we're going to be in the collecting train cards business for a while. I would love it if nobody touches those black. Looking at you, blue. Oh, dang it. I just remembered. I forgot to change my preferences so I could get purple trains. All right, next time. All right, definitely taking these 2 black. Definitely doing that because, I mean, alternatively, we could do Los Angeles to El Paso up to Oklahoma City, and then kind of wind our way around. Maybe go through Atlanta is not the worst idea because Atlanta is another big, connecting thing. But if we needed to connect Atlanta, we could also, assuming we get this route, we could just go New Orleans to Atlanta. That's really not that big of a deal. Okay, black definitely, and then green definitely. I was going to take the red, but when the green showed up, I prefer that. Man, why am I out of breath? I'm getting old. The walking downstairs in my basement is causing me to run out of breath. Oh, goodness. Okay, so no one seems to be hot. Again, a lot of times Nashville to Atlanta or Houston to New Orleans will be things that people will grab. The nice thing is even if I do these big routes, the Houston to New Orleans isn't essential. I can very easily snake up and connect elsewhere. That's really not that big of a deal. Okay, so it really doesn't seem like anyone else is going for the black train cards. So that's very, very nice. So black, yes, and then now we take one of these red. All right, so this is a pretty decent start. Okay, so looks like red has some northern routes here. Interested to see what that'll do to anyone else, whether that will trigger anyone else to try to claim routes. Really, the only time this usually causes someone to claim something is if they also have a route that's up in here. Otherwise, there's no point in panic trying to claim a route. But you never know with people of what they... Sometimes people panic in these games. All right, so he took the wild, so I'm definitely taking the red. Then, yeah, just one off the top. Okay, I don't mind the white there. Okay. I'm debating whether with these 2 white it is worth grabbing Houston to New Orleans. I mean, I guess we'll see where the trains lie. But, okay. So green is now kind of in the middle here. Boy, sure a lot of pink, which, you know what? I'm going to grab... Oh, well, I was going to grab 2 pink, and then the black showed up. But because, moving up to San Francisco, Portland would require some pink, that would, at the very least, even if we don't get destination tickets that go that way, it would give us more longest route. But, so, yeah, grabbing a pink is not the worst thing. Of course, now we got more white, which also isn't the worst thing, but I'm going to grab one off the top. Don't hate that either. So yeah, decent start in terms of cards. We're one off of getting this big Los Angeles to El Paso. We don't have as much green, but we really haven't seen that much green. Which, now there's the green. So we'll see if anyone kind of goes after that. Okay, no, he's going to claim routes. I think we're okay to continue just drawing. All right, so there's black. So now I do want to claim the Los Angeles till El Paso next round. Yeah, I think that's a correct move. Let's claim that now, just so we don't have to worry about it later. And we also probably could claim Houston and New Orleans as well. I wouldn't completely hate that. Okay. So blue probably, maybe blue has the Seattle to New York route. This is a very popular, like going through this mid-map and then just kind of jaunting over. Curious with one rotation, me going with this route, this would be the time that someone would panic go Houston to New Orleans. And if no one does, then I probably don't prioritize it. And honestly, again, like if I don't get it, okay, I can go El Paso here and then just kind of wind around it. Like it's not that big of a deal. So I am going to grab the red, and then we'll grab one off the top. Yeah, I don't hate picking up this pink here. I really don't hate that. Would love if that green stayed. Because, yeah, in like 4 routes, we could connect Miami to Los Angeles. And we're well on our way to do that. And then, honestly, I could use the pink to move up to New York. But I think I actually am going to cut through Atlanta. Okay, so someone already took that green one. That's fine. Because Atlanta's a big hub of tickets. So if I can, get orange or yellow, that would be pretty nice. Okay, there's some red on the board. I would really like the 2 red here. That would give me enough to go from Miami to New Orleans. There's always the grabbing a wild here, but that to me, that's more of an emergency situation type thing. It's interesting that green already took more destinations. Now, with them moving through middle map, I don't hate that. All right, so I don't love that he's taking red as well. Okay, let's pick a yellow here and another yellow. Okay, yeah, let's reset the decks. Of course, 2 green. I really wish that someone else would have reset, like blue, right before my turn. Okay. Curious what green does here. Whether they continue this middle map push or whether they kind of just collect more cards now that they've got 4 destinations. Okay. So yeah, there seems to be a little bit of competition. So yeah, curious to see what blue does here. Okay. So now we can do the 2 green here. I'm curious where blue is trying to go. I mean, maybe they are trying to connect Seattle to New York and just kind of going a little bit of a roundabout way. But the nice thing about playing this game more often is you start to know, like, okay, these are the routes that most people get. Here's the thing that most people target. There's a lot of cards on board here. Really, honestly, any of these cards I'm happily taking. So we definitely take the green, And then we definitely take this red. Next turn, I am going to claim El Paso to Houston. Let's lock that one down. It's probably not the worst idea to also claim Houston to New Orleans, but, you know, it might depend on what's on. Like, if I can get a red train card and lock down this route, I'm pretty happy about that. All right, so blue went up to Vancouver last time. Okay, they're grabbing cards. All right, so yeah, we grab this route. So blue took the reds. Interesting. I'm assuming New York to Seattle is what red's route is. That seems to make the most sense. Green probably is trying to connect Atlanta to San Francisco, maybe. That seems pretty logical. Okay, yellow. I suppose orange, I'm going to need pairs, especially that orange pair to get to New York, so I don't hate that. I don't hate green or pink, again, to extend this longest train here if we go up through Los Angeles. But I think, again, depending on what we see on board, if there's a red card, we're definitely taking it. Even this yellow, I wouldn't mind taking. But because I'm not as worried about this Houston to New Orleans now because everyone has kind of claimed what's going on. I don't think anyone is down in this southern map. And so there's not really much point in rushing it. I'd rather get more cards. I'm pretty even on trains. Yeah, red's played a lot more, but I'm not super worried about that. Okay, so yes, let's grab this yellow. And then, yeah, I'm going to grab the pink, I suppose. Okay, great. A reset is very nice. Hopefully we can nab this last red here. It'll go through all the turns. Okay, yeah, you can take blue. I don't mind. I mean, there's also a world where we just continue this longest train here. And okay, red, yes. And then, I mean, I'm just going to go pink. Having 6 of something. I mean, I could be an absolute jerk and claim Winnipeg to Sault Ste. Marie here. And that would be diabolical. But I think that's probably a little aggressive. Okay, I think what we're going to do here is we're going to go Houston to New Orleans to Miami. And then we are going to draw new destination tickets. My fear is if I wait too much longer, it is going to be too late. And I'm going to be pretty upset with where things go. Hopefully we get something that's kind of already along the way of what we're doing, but let's lock this down. So that gets me, that's 20 points. That locks that down. 4 routes. That's great. Oh, man. Part of me really wanted to do that, to block off that Winnipeg to Sault Ste. Marie, but again, that's a little much. It's a little much. Okay, green's got a lot of cards. All right, we're going to draw some destination tickets. Yes. All right, can we get up to Toronto? Probably. Montreal seems a little bit of a stretch, but not that bad. Honestly, like, I've already got Miami connected. I've already got New Orleans connected. Like, this is really not that bad. Am I doing this again, what I always do, which is bite off way more than I can chew? And I'm going to regret this decision. Yes, it is, but I'm still doing it. So I am going to grab one of these whites so I can get into Toronto. I really just need a lot of pairs is really the thing. This is not that big of a deal. Okay, white. And then I'm going to grab this red. I'm a little bit worried about green using like green to go into New York, and then or using white to go to New York, and then I have to grab green, and then there's going to be a whole thing. But it's fine. That's really not that hard of a workaround. Can also just go through Pittsburgh and ignore New York and go around in the other way. Okay, he decided to take. Okay, so I'm going to grab the white side there, just so we all good there. So these 4 yellows, I'm not going to go this New Orleans to Atlanta route. Because at this point, I am not drawing any more destination tickets. If I complete all these routes, that's going to be a lot of points. And my longest train will be from Los Angeles all the way up to Montreal. That's pretty good. So I don't feel like I need to worry about that aspect of it. And I feel good of where we're at in the game versus how many train cards we have. Where we're at on board, we're just behind red. I'm feeling good about that. Obviously, again, I don't know what anyone else has, but what did he claim? Chicago to Pittsburgh. Oh, okay. Yeah. You do you, man. Okay. So I'm going to claim this red. I don't think I need to be aggressively getting routes here. Again, no one seems to be down in this southern area, so I'm not super worried about it. So red, and then, I don't know, just one off the top. Hey, a wild. That's always nice. Especially in the late game, it's always nice. All right, yeah, I think we start claiming some routes here. Interesting that red went there. I will probably claim this New York to Washington then with these orange, because my assumption is he's going to try to move down this way, connect that train up. He wanted to make sure that he needed to get Nashville to Atlanta for some reason. So I don't have any black. Not that getting black would be a big problem here, but just go orange, claim that, no problem. Yeah, I think I'm in like let's just claim the routes, let's complete them, and let's honestly try to not rush to be done. Like, I don't think that's the right way to say it, but I don't mind ending this game at this point with what we have done. Okay, I am going to grab let's grab this one. I'm feeling good about that. I suppose more pink would not be the worst thing. Again, just longest train, getting San Francisco to Los Angeles. I'm going to use up my yellow, I think. But I also want to be careful here and not to like get greedy with this longest train thing and then not have enough turns to complete the route. Because I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more turns to complete everything. And red's starting to really gain cards. So I think we claim... Let's claim all the routes, because then we've completed the routes. And again, we are feeling good about the routes, that all of these are very high point routes. So yeah, red's coming down this way. That's fine. But I am going to kind of now be the first to claim rather than the second to claim. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, the cards that I have in hand get me to 7 trains left and all my routes completed, assuming that nobody blocks me. But I really don't see... I don't see how someone would block me in this situation. I mean, again, I could be wrong, but I'm just not... I'm not seeing it. Definitely, yeah. With where people are trying to get to, like ending this game is gonna be pretty nice if I can get the right cards to rush things. Yeah, I wanna force Red's hand in trying to move down. They're definitely trying to connect up Atlanta or Nashville or something. So we'll claim Raleigh to Charleston next. That'll complete the New York to Los Angeles route. Couple away from Montreal to Toronto. Those are just pairs. We're totally fine. And then we'll kind of see where the board lays from there. But yeah, I'm feeling good where we are position-wise. Again, on board, we got the most points. Blue is really lagging behind. 21 trains, only 38 points. We've played just 8 more trains, and we have 24 more points than him. Okay. So we're going to use yellow. Great. That completes that. Next, we'll grab Toronto to Pittsburgh because the Montreal to Boston is a 2, and I mean, no one's competing for that. There's no other reason. I mean, Red's already got the route up there, so I don't see any reason why we would do that. Okay, Blue's kind of. I'm assuming Blue's going to want this Seattle route again. Could be a big jerk face and decide to block him, but I've got other stuff that I want to do. Okay, so not a bad idea to try to claim after this, claim pink or yellow. I really don't see any reason to do destination tickets. Like, we've got over 60 in destinations. With what we have on board, that's going to be over 120, pushing 130. That's a great score. So I'm not worried about my score. Now it's just, okay, can I try to nab the extra 10 points of longest train? Can I maximize my points on board? Like even like grabbing pink to try to grab like a Toronto to Duluth. Just to, okay. Yep, we're going to do that. Okay, so all the routes are connected. Now I just need, even a route of 4 would be nice, like Blue, Winnipeg to Helena, because route of 5 would be nice. Math is hard. Salt Lake to San Francisco, Toronto to Duluth, Duluth to Helena, just to end the game. But because I have no cards, I'm not near any of that. Okay, yellow I do not mind, and then let's draw one off the top. Hey, look at that, pink. So yeah, Los Angeles to San Francisco would not be the worst thing in the world. Okay. Yeah, red would be, okay, so now yellow is kind of useless, so, yeah, we're just going off the top, I guess. Let's just grab stuff. Because like red can go out at this point, and I'm curious. Yeah, I'm assuming red needed to connect this. Red's probably the biggest challenger to longest train, but I'm also not convinced that they're the biggest challenger on routes. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm just not seeing it. Okay, I'll probably grab this orange here. I also could look this El Paso to Oklahoma City route, so maybe yellow is not the worst thing in the world here either. So, let's grab the yellow, and I'll grab the orange. Yeah, I don't have a super great feel on where I'm at in this game, but with my destination tickets, I'm feeling super good. Like, that, a lot of points on destination tickets. Not really feeling the need to get greedy on destination tickets. I feel good of where I'm at. I don't want to jeopardize my score because I got greedy. This might also, okay, that if red didn't take the wild, I was like, this also might be a point where we would take the wild to try to speed up this end game. So yellow or orange, definitely looking for that. Obviously wilds at this point I'm okay with. Trying to see what other routes of 5 are there. Yellow, white, I guess, could be something. That's about it. Yeah, white again. So maybe I do look at some white. Well, never mind. Yeah, I think we just take off the top here. Okay. All right. I'm wondering if red is going to go out here. Yeah, I think red's just trying to do longest train here. Okay, let's grab the white. Because now, if I get a wild or a white, I can claim this Phoenix to Denver, and I can trigger the end game here. Though it seems like, I mean, red is primed to do it. Green is primed to do it. Like, yeah, red, I think, is actively trying to do that. So, really the question here is, can we get lucky? Can we hit a white off the top? Well, we cannot. So the most we can do is a route of 4. Orange, white. So, I mean, I guess we could do this Toronto to Chicago route. Could do New Orleans to Atlanta. Yeah, we'll just do this one. So, a little bit worried about red. Red clearly has the longest train. But I'm counting on their destination tickets just not being as big. Okay, Seattle, New York, kind of figured that one. San Francisco, Atlanta, that's fine. That's a small one. Ooh, a really good score. Yeah, 137 is a lot. So green didn't complete that one. Okay, I'm not... Yeah, just green didn't have enough high-value routes, I think. Okay... Yeah, same with blue. I think blue just didn't, like, they had good routes, just not great routes. All right, so let's see if this can propel me, because I got to be up by more than 10 here. Otherwise, I'm not going to... Oh, man, that's... Yeah, 45. Yeah, I didn't beat that. Holy cow. So, got beat on the longest train, but great score. That's unfortunate that we just got beat by the longest train. And there was not really much I could do about that either. I mean, I suppose I could have prioritized kind of getting up into this realm, but that's okay. I mean, I could have screwed red over, but I feel confident in my decision. Maybe I could have gone for more destination tickets there because where I saw red was going, but no, I still think that was good. Let's kind of see... yeah, I mean, like, destination tickets, I had 5 more. Like, really, it was a pretty even, we had a pretty even stats. It was really just that, 83 to 75, and then, the longest train, so I didn't beat him by enough on the destinations, but, still a really nice game. I probably needed to maybe try to do more up in this western area to should have locked that down a little bit earlier, maybe to increase the longest train as well as prevent red from going nuts. But that's okay. 139 is still a great score. So thanks everyone for joining us. If you're enjoying the content, please subscribe, like the video, comment. It really does help grow the channel. I really appreciate you all watching. Like in all seriousness, like I look at the stats of, like, there are 12 people out there that have watched this video, and so thank you to those 12 people. It doesn't seem like a lot, but I really appreciate it. So hit that subscribe button, please, if you would not mind, and we will see you next time.